I loved what Edward de Bono said this morning, that we just don't have enough good thinking. And again, this is from a Museum of Modern Art in New York. And do you know what this is? It's a tree. It's a little bit dead, but at least it's in a pot. But it's an ideas tree, and it's a tree where people can put their little ideas on. And I thought that was a very poetic way to sort of look at ideas and innovation. What if we all had a tree in the office where we could sort of put our ideas, greenhouse it, and make it grow? Because, again, I think there aren't enough good ideas for what the workplace might look like. The best model for understanding how to navigate the future is really to look at what neuroscience call the left and the right brain. I will also argue that for far too long, we have banked on left brain thinking and completely ignored the right side of the brain, the more visionary side. We need to move out of the realist zone because it doesn't just happen here. We have to combine it with possibilities. And we heard that this morning as well. We really have to engage the bigger picture. So what is whole brain thinking? For me, it's a harmonious way of bringing left and right together. And it's also how I map out the future. Now, I could speak for about 20 hours about these slides. I will save you for that. We don't have time. But my philosophy is that we can easily navigate left brain thinking, looking at the scientific dimension, facts and figures, demographics. And here we look at yesterday's news. And here we look at assumptions. In order to really navigate complexity, we have to understand what people feel and what their value sets are. I know in academic circles, you can't come up with an argument before you've researched it. But in speedy times, we need to really use our gut feelings and intuitively ask ourselves what makes sense. So common sense and intuition is where it should start, understanding what people would want and then support it with research and maybe some demographics studies. And this is how you get an idea of the bigger picture. See the future as a place, a workplace, where we will bring people together for the sake of creating better lives for them. This is a model that I use in order to try to map out people's mindsets. And as William was saying earlier, it is not about the complexity of the model. Perhaps a simple model will suffice. So in order to understand what you as a whole brain organization are up against, is here a model where you need to tick all the boxes. Very often people come up to me and say, do you know what? I tick that box and I tick that box. But it's not the boxes you are ticking you should be concerned about. It's the ones you are not ticking. And I guess in order to really be a whole brain organization, and in order to be prepared for the future, you have to provide a space that gives empowerment. You have to have an informed dialogue. I'm not speaking about a one-way conversation. It's dialogue here. You have to give people the opportunity to participate. And also you have to provide a platform where there is more than just money. It also has to provide meaning and self-fulfillment. You have to be people-centric and engage a culture that is inclusive, a culture that really brings people together. Because really the future is not somewhere we go, we create the future. So my advice to you is, all of you, be the change you want to see in the world.